What's up, collective? It's your girl Sid, and welcome back to Savy, Sentient. If you are new here, make sure that you subscribe. Click the bell so you're notified whenever a new reading or spiritual video is released. And if you are not new here, thank you for your support. If you are also not subscribed, but you're just not new, make sure you subscribe. Yeah, thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for your support. If you are interested in personal readings, all the information that you need will be located in the description box below, along with my direct me links for all of my social media and Etsy shop if you like merch and to purchase readings. If you all would just like to join my spiritual group on Facebook, that information is located down there as well. Okay, so this is going to be your collective reading for the week of April 18th through the 25th. This is not a sign-specific reading, so if the title of this reading resonates for you, then it's for you. Because this is a general reading for the collective, some things may resonate, other things may not. Take what does, leave what does not. It wasn't for you, all right? And yeah, let's get into the reading. So, during the meditative stage, I had just been recalling just situations that have happened recently and what am I supposed to take from them. And I feel like there's a message for everyone there. So that's the message that I'm going to bring you today. Especially when it comes to people that you love, that you care about. I'm feeling that it is very necessary that you all receive this message as I have. Intuition. It is one of our most powerful tools. It is something that we all have. It is a very important gift, okay? When your intuition is pulling on you and telling you things, even if you don't want to hear it, it is very crucial that we open ourselves up to the messages that our intuition is trying to present us with. There are going to be people in your life who you don't expect to disappoint you, but they may. And it's not always personal, but it is always necessary that you identify the issue and that it is not an issue that is yours, okay? Sometimes we deal with people who vibrate very low, and sometimes we're not aware of it until we're aware of it, okay? These people may try to project their insecurities, their lack, their incapabilities onto you and your energy and make it a we thing when it's really a them thing, okay? I feel like it's very important to not accept the projections that people are trying to place on you when this happens, and to understand and realize that this is not a us thing. This is not a we thing. This is a you thing. It is highly imperative to realize when people are vibrating much lower than you and trying to bring you into that low vibration with them. Because again, sometimes it's people that you don't expect. Okay. So the message, stay vigilant, be aware, and be resilient. Don't allow the we, the us issue to become a you issue, because it's not. It never was. And as long as you continue to be resilient, it will never be. Sometimes you have to let people's issues lay with people who they belong to. Don't internalize other people's low vibrations and other people's incapabilities, insecurities. They're not yours. So leave them where they are. All right. So let's get into this message. Spirit, what messages does the collective need to hear today? What is the overall energy of this reading today? What is the overall energy of this reading today? The High Priestess is trying to show itself. That is intuition all day. Trust it. Messages for the collective today. What should show up? What should show up but the Father of Cups? The Father of Cups is a master. This is the King of Cups. A master of emotion, a master of intuition. He is perfectly balanced and very aware of how he feels. Okay? Cups do also represent intuition. So this is mastery of your intuition. So I guess that's going to be the message today. I guess this is what we're doing today, y'all. And at the bottom of the deck, I don't always check the bottom of the deck. But as I flipped it over to sit it down, we have the Judgment card. This is seeing things clearly. This is waking up. Seeing things for what they are. Okay? So this is what we're going with today. All right, the general reading, as you all probably already know if you've been here, can resonate in any area of life. This could be work. This could be personal relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, family. All right, so apply it where it resonates. All right, Spirit, what messages do we have for the collective? What is their recent past looking like? What is the recent past for the collective? Recent past for the collective. Recent past for the collective. Okay. Tell me about the current situation for the collective. Current energy for the collective, please. Felt already. Near future. All right. So in the recent past, collective, we have the Knight of Cups. All right. In the upright, the Knight of Cups is brave, charismatic. He moves forward pretty quickly, pretty aggressively, pretty fearlessly. This is his energy. He's all about making brave moves. Like, he gives no fucks. He just goes. All right. In In the reverse, you may have felt in the recent past, like maybe you wanted to make a move, like you wanted to move forward on something. However, you failed to. You have an inability to. This is in reference to a new beginning here with the Fool, taking a leap of faith. So there's something in the recent past that you wanted to make a move on, that you're very passionate about, but for whatever reason, you've chosen not to. Okay. This may be in reference to a legal matter. But with the Justice card here, in this particular deck, there's the heart on one side of the scale and the brain on the other side of the scale. So you maybe have been trying to balance out what your heart is saying versus what your brain is saying. And I feel like that's caused inability for you to move forward on whatever this is that you're passionate about, that you want to move forward on. Whatever this leap of faith is, you've not been able to move on it because you're struggling between what your heart is saying and what your mind is saying. Okay. So in the present position, we have the Four of Cups. So you've not only held back from making any movements, held back any effort towards whatever this thing is, you've actually kind of walked away from it. You've actually walked away from it. Okay. On top of that, collective, we have the Tower. So the Tower is sudden upheaval, sudden change. This can be tearing down everything that's built to have a clean slate. So what I'm feeling is, in spite of how strongly you felt about this thing, you've held back, and this could have been something that your intuition has told you not to move on, okay? But for whatever reason, you didn't move on it, and you've actually taken a step back from it. And now it's like there's upheaval here now. There's a change happening now. And I think this change would have come whether you moved or not. But your failure to act, your reluctance to act may have saved you some trouble. It may have prevented the situation from being bigger than it is. It may have prevented you from being covered in the debris of this tower. Because in the current, I think you're just seeing things for what they are, especially with the Judgment at the bottom of the deck. You're seeing people for who they are. You're seeing situations are not as you've always thought that they were or that they should be. And you are removing yourself from these situations and allowing the people, the places, the situations to work themselves out without your interference. I feel like you're separating yourself from whatever the situation is, okay? All right, and then we also have the Four of Wands. So you may be just focusing on home. For some of you, this may be like a friend or a lover who felt like home to you. You're seeing them in the situation disintegrate. And I feel like you're not necessarily happy, but with the Four of Wands being a card of home, You feel safe from the aftermath, from the results of the tower falling. Because you chose to walk away from it, you chose to not make any moves towards the situation. So it's kind of like you've been spared. With the King of Cups leading this reading, I feel like your intuition has been in high gear, and it's really directing the way you navigate this situation and probably other situations, but very specifically this one. All right. Your intuition is what caused you not to make any moves. Okay. In the near future, we have the Page of Hazards, which is the Page of Pentacles. So this is making plans about your foundations, about your money, about your own stability. All right. As a page, this is the beginning of that. This is just making the plans. All right. But again, we have the Queen of Cups showing up. So intuition, self-love, love, balance, mastery. So again, I feel like your intuition is very strongly guiding you towards what steps you need to make concerning your stability, your happiness, your foundations. We also have the Hermit here with the Queen of Cups. So you may be very introspective about all of this, may not be sharing this with people that it may concern. You're just very, very introspective. Okay, you're being very calculated, and you're moving in a way that best serves you. You're moving in a way that best protects you, and in the near future, you're going to make a head over heart decision. All right. So in spite of how you feel about certain people, certain situations, you're going to go ahead and do the thing that is best for you, that takes care of you. All right. So let's get some love oracles for those of you all that this is a love situation. As you already know, this particular deck I like because it may resonate in other ways besides love. So this is the Island Time Wellness deck. And let's see what messages there are for the collective. Messages for the collective. Messages for the collective. We got 1, 2 more, please. 2 more, please. 2 more came right on out. All right. So the first card that comes out is the Twin Flames card. So for some of you all, this may be a twin flame situation that you have held back from, have run away from. You may be the runner in the situation. The yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, and complement each other is the message of this card. All right. So that landed directly on the Justice card. So again, head over heart decisions, trying to find balance between your head and your heart. But I feel like a lot of you went with what your head was saying and walked away from the situation in the present, okay? The next one is the Hand of Cards. This is taking a risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand, and gambling. So, again, there was a risk that you had to take or that you wanted to take with the Full card. You wanted to take a leap of faith. However, you chose to be more strategic. In the recent past, in the near future, that's going to be your energy, is strategy, planning, what best serves you, what doesn't serve you, how do you need to move forward in the future, okay? So I'm going to place that there in the near future. And then we have the sunglasses. This is watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. So in this situation, some of you all may have been being gaslighted, maybe manipulated. But you've chosen to take a step back and see the situation for what it is. Okay? See all parties involved for who they are. Opened up your perception to see the situation as it is. Okay? So let's get some Moonology cards. See what Moonology has to say. What are the messages for the collective Moonology? Period. All right, so the first card that comes out is to meditate and contemplate with the Hermit energy, with the Queen of Cups energy. This is all you're doing in the near future. Meditating, like I said, being very introspective, contemplating what is best for you moving forward, what is best for your greatest good, okay? New Moon in Pisces, setting your intentions from a place of intuition, from a place of love for yourself, doing what's best for you. Like this is the message. Believe in the impossible. Like I said in the very beginning, this may concern people or situations that you never expected would turn out the way that they have. People may have done some things that you've never expected them to do, moved in a way that you've never expected them to move. Trust what you're seeing. Believe in the impossible. There may be maybe a love interest, maybe someone you've been with for a long time that you didn't think would treat you the way they did. Trust it. If they're showing you who they are, believe it. Believe in the impossible. Okay. And finally, your dreams need a practical plan. This is the full moon in Taurus. Earth signs are all about practicality, okay? Full moons are about release. So in this time, you may need to pull out a pen and paper, write some things out, but definitely plan how you're going to move forward with the Page of Hazards here in your near future. That's exactly the message. Make plans about how you're going to move forward. Okay. All right, so let's get some Moonology cards, collective. I mean, not Moonology, Rebel. Rebel, don't be talking nice, but sometimes that's not what you need. Sometimes you need a little tough love. Let's see what the Rebel got to say. One more, please. Okay. Very conflicting messages. Okay, so the first messages say, get some fucking sleep. You're being an ass because you're fucking tired. Face the pillow now. The next one says, stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up, you're missing some cool shit. So for some of you all, y'all sleeping too much. For some of y'all, you're not sleeping enough. But also, I'm feeling like the message here is to stay woke. Some of you all need to get rest, need to take care of yourself, need to do better in that area. All of us need to do better in making sure that we take care of ourselves and give ourselves the essential needs like sleep, water, food, do better, collective. But also, wake up, you're missing some cool shit is on the back of the stop sleeping so damn much card. So for some of us, I feel like it's just like the energy of the judgment card. It's time to wake up and see what's going on around you, okay? It's time to realize who people are around you, what situations are around you, not just in terms of physical sleep, but you may be sleeping on what's actually happening in your energy, okay? Some of y'all might be sleeping on yourself, letting that low vibrational energy, letting those people influence who you believe yourself to be. Okay, so you might need to wake up and stop sleeping on yourself, especially with that gaslighting card. They may have convinced you of a different reality. Okay, convinced you that you are something that you are not, or that you are something. That you're not something that you actually are. It's time to wake up. The next card says you're going through some tough shit. With this tower here, with this inability to move on this new beginning of taking a leap of faith, of being introspective, like there's something that some of you all are going through and it is hard. That is the message of this whole reading. That your intuition has to be the one to guide you through it. That you have to trust your intuition no matter how fucked up the situation is and how much you don't want it to be what it is. It is. It is. It is what it is. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. Make moves. Make a plan. It is what it is. Time to handle it. Whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. All right? We're not thinking with our brains in this time. We're thinking with our higher self, with our intuition. Okay? With our, not with our hearts. Like, no matter how much you care about a situation, care about a person, if they are negatively affecting you, if they're projecting their insecurities and their inabilities onto you, like I said before, these are not your issues. It is not a we situation. It is a them situation. Okay? So, hey, sometimes we got to cut people off or even separate ourselves from them to prevent their low vibes from affecting how we move. Okay? So I'm going to get some advice and some postcards from Spirit, and that will close out the reading. What are the messages? I'm going to get advice from the other deck. What is the advice, Spirit? What is the advice for the collective in this situation? What is the advice for the collective in this situation? Advice for the collective. Okay. Well, that's a lot. Okay, we have 5 cards of advice. Okay. All right, and what are the postcards from Spirit? Postcard from Spirit. What messages do we have for the collective? Messages for the collective. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles, the Mother of Cups, for advice. The Mother of Cups is the Queen of Cups again. So this is, again, mastery of intuition, self-love, love, balance of emotions. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is about legacy, about taking care of your family, yourself, having the ability to do that, but really thinking about the future. Okay, so with the Mother of Cups, the advice here is to be intuitive, be thoughtful, be loving, and use your intuition to decide what your future is going to look like. Okay, to plan your future and decide what that's going to look like. This is a time of bringing some type of balance into your life with the Two of Pentacles. So that is very necessary. With the scales here in your recent past, trying to balance your head over your heart, and then the Two of Swords in your near future as well, making head over heart decisions. The advice here is definitely one of finding some type of balance. With the Daughter of Swords being studious, this is the Page of Swords, really being thoughtful, again, planning, figuring out what you're going to do to bring balance into the situation. And we have the card of Temperance. This is taking the middle path. So several cards of balance and being balanced are coming up here in the advice. This is not a time to make any overt moves, but with the Hermit and the Queen of Cups in your near future, again, introspection, taking time to figure out what's best and doing it in a way that is balanced. You don't got to be on no gang shit. Like, if you have to cut somebody off, it doesn't have to be dramatic. If you have to move yourself out of a situation, it doesn't have to be dramatic. Take the middle path. Be temperate about how you handle the situations. But do what is best for you and for your future moving forward. Okay? So the first postcard from Spirit that we have says, Dear you, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you're pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of the higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this. Try something. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take the first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did, because the treasure will appear. We're so proud of you for being brave. You are so loved and so supported. So yeah, some of you either got to let something go, someone go, situations, jobs, whatever it is that you need to release in this time, it's necessary. And you do have the support of your spirit team, of the universe, of your higher power, of your higher self. Okay? And then the next one says, a rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds, yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that being flexible is good, is a good choice when faced with life's challenges. Surrender your fixed idea to Spirit, who knows what is in your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in the appropriate form. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way working out, be a little looser and allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing. Stay aware, curious, teachable. Take life on life's terms. Your purpose may push you in a direction not on your map. Let it be. Be so flexible that no storm can uproot you. Okay? In the end, you will still be rooted in the world in abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. We love you so much. All right. So, like I said, some of these situations, some of the people involved, some of the things that have happened or will happen are things that you never expected. But don't be so set in the idea that these people are going to be in your life or are meant to be in your life, that these situations should be the way they are. Be flexible. Let things happen as they need to. And embrace the change. Lean into the change. Don't try to fight the change. Okay? Because any change that is happening in your life right now is for your highest good. Okay? So that is your message, collective. If this resonates for you, let me know how in the comments below. Make sure that you like, subscribe, share, interact with the video in any way, shape, or form, just to bring vibration to the channel and to the video. Yeah, so that's it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. And until the very next time I read for you, already know, I wish you all love and light and everything right. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.